Tuesday folded in three, a crest at the top and my name spelled clean. 9 pounds an acre for the field and the fold, 4 for the marsh where the alders grow. There is a paragraph for the orchard, there is a number for the well. They have counted every stone I own and set a figure I can't tell. Compulsory, there is no clause in it for no, there is no word in it for stay. They have bought the valley, the high ground and the low, and they ask me to sign it away. They have named the date, the 14th of May. They have named a price for the flagstone floor, for the hearth my grandfather laid by hand, for the yard, for the byre, for the door. A man came out with a chain and a glass and wrote our lane down as a line. He was polite, he called me Mrs. He said the terms were more than fair. He said I'd have a bathroom there. Compulsory, there is no clause in it for no, there is no word in it for stay. They have bought the valley, the high ground and the low, and they ask me to sign it away. Somewhere a city turns a tap and never learns the name of the water, or the hill it came from, or the house that stood there in the rain. We were not refused, we were purchased. That is a colder thing to be. You cannot fight a fair price, you can only hold the pen. So I will sign, I'll write it out in ink, the way you'd sign for something in the post. I'll date it, I'll be sensible, I'll take the money, I'll be reasonable, but I will not call it right, and I will not call it just. And when the water comes to take the church, it will not have my consent, it will have my dust. Compulsory, there is no clause in it for no, there was never any clause for stay. They have bought the valley, the high ground and the low, and I have signed it away. I have signed it away.
Whetstone at 4 in the morning dark, same long draw my father made. The dew comes up and the sun comes hard, and the grass goes down like it always laid. Nobody told the field a thing, nobody told the barley never gonna do again. Cut it clean, stack it higher than the wall. Fill the loft like there's a winter that is ever gonna call. We know, not a bite of it gets eaten. Swing it anyway, boys, swing it anyway, and let the day be beaten. Mary's got the water at the gates. Jack's got a blade and a bloody thumb. The tower keeps its hour on the ridge like it never heard what's coming. There's a paper in a drawer downstairs with a date on it in black and blue, and I have swept this floor for 30 years, so today I'm gonna sweep it through. Cut it clean, stack it higher than the wall. Fill the loft like there's a winter that is ever going to call. We know, not a bite of it gets eaten. Swing it anyway, boys, swing it anyway, and let the day be beaten. They put the stakes in Tuesday, orange in the green, surveying up the level where the level's never been. I walked the whole hill after and I didn't say a word. I just noted where the water's gonna come up to the church. And the work is the work, is the work, is the work, and my hands don't know a better prayer. So call it foolish, call it stubborn, call it what you like. I'll be foolish while the sun is there. Last load in and the light gone gold. Somebody laughing, somebody sore. We pass the cup and we don't say much, 'cause there's nothing that a word is for. There the swallows go and the swallows go, and they'll come back to an empty sky. But the rick stands up in the corner of the field, as straight as anything alive. Cut it clean, stack it higher than the wall. Fill the loft like there's a winter that is ever gonna call. We know, not a bite of it gets eaten. Swing it anyway, boys, swing it anyway, and let the day be beaten. Swing it anyway, swing it anyway, and let the day be beaten. Swing it anyway, swing it anyway, let the day be beaten.
The slates come off like winter leaves, 100 years of rain let go. We stack them careful in the grass. They are still ours, so handle slow. The pews come out, the kneelers to the grain-worn pail where hands have lain. There are bright squares upon the wall where the names of ours were hung and named. Carry out the quiet years, carry out the polished wood. like laying out our own to rest. No one came to take it from us, no one broke a single pane. We were told the day we answered, and we did it in the rain. God forgive the careful hands, God forgive the level word, God forgive the ones who signed for a place they never heard. Stone by stone and beam by beam, name by name and bell by bell, what was holy, what was ours, we are carrying out ourselves. Stone by stone and beam They built us all a better class of life, and they were kind enough to build it twice. Same door, same drain, same square of new laid lawn, same little sapling staked against the dawn. The van came Tuesday, everything arrived. They ticked the list and said that we'd be fine. And nothing here is broken, nothing here is wrong. We asked for what they gave us, so we'll take it and get on. New town, new names, new numbers on the door. We got the taps, the tarmac and the law. They promised us the whole of it, and every bit of it came. New town, new names. Mrs. Price is 3 streets over now. We wave the way that strangers manage somehow. We used to share a wall and half a well. Now we've a fence apiece and nothing left to tell. The milk comes early, buses run at 8. There isn't one good reason to complain. And nothing here is broken, nothing here is wrong. They gave us every item on a list we didn't write, and it was long. New town, new names, new numbers on the door. We got the light, the letterbox, the floor. They promised us the whole of it, and every bit of it came. New town, new names. There's hot water any hour that I like. I run it till it steams and let it go. I keep the bell up on the shelf, it doesn't ring. It's only that I know the sound it made. And I could tell you what we lost, but there's no line up on the form, and no one's asking, and the kettle's on, and it is very warm. New town, new names, new numbers on the door. We got the everything we said we wanted more. They promised us the whole of it, and every bit of it came. New town, new names. New town, new names. Nothing here is broken, nothing here is wrong. We got exactly what we asked for. We've been happy all along. 60 summers I kept my mouth shut tight. Let them call it a lake and call it right. Now the sky won't break and the rain won't come, and the water's giving back what it took from us. There's my gatepost bleached and standing plain. There's the lane, there's the lane, there's the lane. Mud goes wide and it cracks like a plate. Weed hangs dead on the belfry gate. Every stone come up wearing a ring, like a hand held out with nothing in. I knew the shape of it under there. I could walk it blind, I could walk it bare. Low water, come and get your fill. The drown thing's dry and it's standing still. 60 years of holding down, couldn't hold my valley, couldn't hold my town. Low water, they made me sign it away, and it climbed back up on a bone-dry day. Car strung out on the ridge road high, come to see a dead place with a stranger's eye. They ask me what it's like down here. I say it's my kitchen, my chair. They came for a ruin, I came for a street. They'll go home tonight, I'm already at my feet. Low water, come and get your fill. The drown thing's dry and it's standing still. 60 years of holding down, couldn't hold my valley, couldn't hold my town. Low water, they made me sign it away, and it climbed back up on a bone-dry day. I should be glad, I should be glad. It's the best and the worst that I ever had. A whole life laid out flat in the sun, and nobody's sorry and nothing undone. I wanted proof, well, here's my proof. The walls, the well, the missing roof. Low water, come and get your fill. The drown thing's dry and it's standing still. 60 years of holding down, couldn't hold my valley, couldn't hold my town. Low water, they made me sign it away, and it climbed back up on a bone-dry day. There's my gatepost, there's my lane. There's my gatepost, there's my lane. The water went out like a held breath, and left the road it never learned. 6 gateposts standing in the silt, and I have counted every one. The 4th one leaned before I left. It leans the same way now. My shoes are gray up to the ankle. The whole valley is dust and mouth. Here is the step, here is the door, here is the wall that isn't there anymore. A hearth is only a darker patch when the roof has been 60 years gone. I stand in the middle of the kitchen, and nothing in me carries on. I thought that I would say a name, I thought I'd have a thing to say. But the sun is very loud out here, and the mud is cracked like plates. Here is the step, here is the door, here is the wall that isn't there anymore. I carried it out the day took the roof. I carried it 60 years for nothing, for proof. So I set the brass down on the ground where the threshold used to be. It does not ring, it does not ring. It is not asking that of me. And I walk back up the way I came, counting them again. The cloud comes low along the ridge, the way it always came, and the first drop finds the open ground, and the ground remembers rain. I have been dry a long, long while, I have been hard and thin, I have been standing at the edge of this since they first let it in. I counted every gate post out, I found the door I knew, I put my hand flat on the post and let the weather through. I set the small brass down in the mud where the floor of the kitchen lay, and I did not carry one thing up the long road out that day. It fills again, it fills again. Let the rain have its way. I have held the whole of it in these two hands, and I can set it down today. Pools reach out and take each other, the cracks all close like fists. The weed goes soft, the mud goes green, and the wall of my house, pinch of water on the brass, a whisper, then a hum, and the tongue swings once and the water takes it, and the 60 years are done. They took the roof, they took the bells, they took the names off every stone, but nobody thought to ask the rain, and the rain came home. Nobody thought to ask the rain, and the rain came home. And I am the one who says goodbye. Let it fill, let it fill.